Seriously, this is tough. As I'm going around the Ozarks and checking out all the different fitness options in our area, it is not fair at all to not talk about nutrition. So today, that's what I'm doing, and I brought in personal trainer Kyle Turner, he's actually my trainer, to help us talk about food. So how does age, how does fitness goals, how does that all play into what you should be eating?
So for me, when I have a client, I usually look at where do they want to go, where are they at, and where have they been. Mainly where they've been, because that gives a lot of detail of how we should set nutrition for that goal. The nutrition basics are still the same, kind of based on age for everybody. We should be getting enough protein, we should be getting our vegetables, fruits, fiber, water. Those are all important things for everybody to be doing no matter what.
And how do you calculate like how many calories that you should be eating?
So a great way to start, I usually start with calories, and the easiest way to figure that is basically take your body weight times 10 and then add a little bit based on your activity. So if somebody's working out 3 days a week, you might add 20% more calories. If you're working out 4 days a week, you might add 30% more. If you're working out 6 days a week, you might double the calories. Now out of those calories, we also want to look at protein. A good range for that is 0.7 to 1.2 grams per lean body pound. So that's usually the meat and potatoes of the diet, is just getting to where that habit is instilled. So when it comes to hydration, we're really looking to get at least half your body weight in ounces per day. And water's super important. It's very underutilized. A lot of times hunger comes from being dehydrated. So your body is dehydrated and is searching for water. When you kind of get that cravings for salty, a lot of times that can be water. So
whenever I came to you and started using you, I was living off of protein shakes and protein bars. So you told me that I had to eat real food. So why is that? What does it have to do with digestion?
We're really looking for supporting the digestive system, giving the gut flora a good healthy base, keeping everything moving through your digestive system. Also really searching for the vitamins and minerals. Your body knows the difference in protein powder and protein from meat sources or good plant-based sources. So a lot of times when people just have protein, they're missing out on all the things that come with it.
So if I'm looking at an entire day, what kind of foods and when? And is it important that I pair certain foods together?
Yeah, definitely. So when I have a client, I typically look at when are they working out, and I kind of build around that first. So we want to keep pretty lean protein sources and lean carbs around that workout. And then the rest of the day, we can kind of taper off into other things.
Okay, so we're starting with some like lean chicken. What other meats do you consider lean?
Tuna is a great source, tilapia, turkey is a good source. There's some plant-based proteins like hemp seeds that are a really good source of protein, but that does come with some fat, so you have to kind of know that. When it comes to vegetables, one thing you want to be careful with is a lot of people, how they cook it. They may add a lot of oils and butters and stuff like that. So the closer to natural you can keep it, the better. But then when you get into the nuances of it, some vegetables do need to be cooked because they have phytonutrients that can upset some people's stomachs. So you really got to kind of know like what vegetables work for you and base it off that.
So let's talk supplements for just a minute here. You know, I could walk into any store and just see walls and walls full of supplements, and it's a little bit overwhelming. Break it down. Are there some that I just need and then not worry about the rest, especially if I'm a newbie to looking at supplements?
So for me, I kind of have a hierarchy of supplements. If you look at most of the data, most people are deficient in vitamin D, so that's usually one of my top ones. It's super cheap. Almost anybody can afford to take that daily. Secondly is fish oil. Most people aren't eating fish 4 times a week, and so they're not getting those healthy omega-3 fats, which helps balance out the omega-6 fats, which are the bad ones. And so we need those good fats to help balance it out. So the next thing I would recommend is the greens, because most people do have a hard time getting enough vegetables in the day. So a good greens powder is really easy. They're not super expensive, and you can throw that in a smoothie. You can just mix it in with your protein powder. There's so many options with that it's easy to get in.
Well, Kyle, thank you so much for lining me out, lining my diet out.